All right, we're back on the record. This is now the matter of State of New Jersey versus Sean Higgins under indictment 2412, 400I. Counsel, your appearances for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Mester, appearing on behalf of the state.
Morning, Your Honor. Richard F. Kleinberg III from the firm of Kleinberg and Nussey, appearing with co-counsel on behalf of defendant Sean Higgins.
Judge, thank you. Good morning. For the record, it's Matthew Portella on behalf of Mr. Higgins, along with co-counsel Mr. Kleinberg.
All right, good morning, counsel. Mr. Kleinberger and Portella, have you had an opportunity to read and review the indictment with your client?
We have, Judge. We're going to enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. Waiver reading of the indictment, Judge. We did receive multiple packets of discovery from the state electronically through the portal. Mr. Kleinberg and I have reviewed that. We've compiled a list to send back to the state judge, Mr. Mestern, regarding the additional items. We're still awaiting receipt of the grand jury transcript. Mr. Kleinberger ordered that the day that we learned that Mr. Higgins was indicted. Judge, I've also completed, and I submitted it to the court after we've all reviewed it, the arraignment order, Judge, which contains a list of the outstanding discovery, the offer from the state, which is in writing on a December 23, 2024 letter, as well as the outline of the motions, Judge, that we anticipate filing.
Just to supplement, we did originally, when the order was prepared, we said see attached for the offer. We understand that the state made a typographical error when they gave us the offer, so we might have to amend that as to the order with regard to that. And with regard to the motions that are to be filed, we will need a scheduling order. There is the anticipated motion to dismiss certain counts of the indictment, as well as a probable suppression motion. I'm not sure how Your Honor wants to handle it. Common sense would dictate if we did the dismissal motion first and then go from there.
We can do a scheduling order at ICDC.
Okay.
And Mr. Mestern, just a brief recitation of the state's case and the state's offer.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's alleged on the 29th day of August 2024, Mr. Higgins was driving his vehicle in Oldham's Township when he passed two vehicles. When doing so, he struck Mr. Jonathan and Matthew Gaudreau, who were on their bicycles. They succumbed to their injuries on scene. Mr. Higgins then continued a quarter of a mile down the road where his car was stopped. Once he got out of the car, he discarded various items that were evidence in the case. The case was presented to the grand jury back on December 11th, 2024, and the jurors returned an indictment for 2 counts of reckless vehicular homicide, 2nd degree, 2 counts of aggravated manslaughter, 1st degree, tampering with physical evidence, 4th degree, and leaving the scene of a fatal accident. State's offer at this time, the initial plea offer, is in exchange for a plea to both aggravated manslaughter charges. The state will recommend 15 years in the New Jersey State Prison. He would have to serve 85% of that pursuant to the No Early Release Act before he would be eligible for parole. He would also have to plead to leaving the scene of a motor vehicle accident for 5, and the state would recommend a 5-year New Jersey prison term for that. The 2 aggravated manslaughter charges would run consecutive to each other, consecutive to the leaving the scene of a fatal motor vehicle accident, for an aggregate of 35 years in New Jersey State Prison.
Thank you, Mr. Mestern. So at this time, the offer stands at 35 years, subject, at least 30 that would be subject to nearer.
Correct, Your Honor. And the state would also recommend a plea to the driving while intoxicated at sentencing.
Very well.
Judge, we said to change the paragraph 1. Paragraph 1 was a 20-year offer from the state, so we need to change that.
So the aggregate is 35 with 30 at nearer.
Correct, Your Honor.
What we're going to do is bring it back for an ICDC. That date will be 2/4. Between now and then, counsel, you can work on the discovery issues. Obviously, alert the court if there's any concerns or issues with regard to discovery. When we come back on 2/4, we'll set a briefing schedule for the motions.
Thank you, Your Honor.